This one will be fine. Turn that back on. All right, we are live. Thank you for joining us. It is the Thursday Night Club. It is hopefully live on Facebook as well. Thank you for joining us. It is the Stephen Howson podcast. It is Thursday night, so this is what we are doing. You know the dance by now, or you should know the dance by now. Let's just make sure we're getting all the messages on there. All right, we are live across Facebook and YouTube. Bonus.
Nearly on time.
Nearly on time. Do you know what? We were sat here on time as well, and this wouldn't connect. YouTube wouldn't connect. So don't blame me. Yeah, the first time that we was actually ready to rock and roll, and
it's like 4 minutes early or something.
Yeah, we was here. We was sat here all ready to go. Like, now what do we do? So we got quite a few topics to cover tonight. The big one, the sort of breaking news one, really is the crack with Warren Joyce. I need to turn that up a bit. Actually, I'll just leave it. Just leave it. Warren Joyce was linked with the Hull job, and quite seriously linked with the Hull job when you consider his background at Hull. There was some serious implications with that one, and now he's been linked with a Wigan job, and there's a bit of talk that he might have on the low agreed terms in principle. So now what? Now what?
Yeah, I mean if he goes, then good for him. I think the remit for Wigan would be keep us in the Championship, wouldn't it, and then build from there. Which
Yeah, but like here's the thing, right? If you're Wigan, Warren Joyce is a very, 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 very attractive prospect, because what you're likely to attract some lads that he's worked with at United. Yeah. So there's going to be talented young individuals that he knows. And what does Warren Joyce do? He works with raw materials and makes them mint. He makes them tick as a team. If he does nothing else at United, he turns collectives of individuals into teams that all have a knack of winning a championship.
Yeah, grafting.
Yeah, and that's the main nature of him, is they're a team of grafters. He'll stand there on his shorts, and I wouldn't mind seeing it actually. Someone that was in the Championship or the Premier League just wearing shorts on the sideline, because he's a legend like that. I would love to see how he would do, because I think he would excel. But if he leaves, Manchester United are in the shit.
Yeah, that's a big blow for us. Massive, massive blow. It'd be disappointing, but you could understand in terms of everyone. Well, a lot of people have this desire, don't they, to be a number one at a place there. Wigan's literally around the corner, so he's not going to have to uproot. Like you say, he's got all the connections at United. We'll probably send them a good number of players on loan. Have a decent working relationship with them, so it would benefit us.
Which we've done in the past with them.
Yeah, it would benefit us in ways, obviously, for people to get game time in the Championship, being ready for the first team. But yeah, it would be a massive blow in terms of the development of our kids.
His role at United is so underrated and underappreciated by so many, I think. But he is the star maker. These kids come to him from 16 years old, 18 years old. Whenever they hit that 23s, that's when they now know that they're a professional footballer. 18s is still a little bit friendly and a little bit...
he balls him at that, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he don't fuck about.
Like Ryan Giggs said about Eric Harrison once, there's no relationship. You just do what you're fucking told. Yeah. And I think that, when you can see the way Joyce is on the sideline with him...
But that puts him in good stead, and that gives him a solid foundation for the game. If you look at, said it loads of times, obviously City have got the best academy in the world, Arsenal have got all great kids and everything, but if you look out throughout all the football leagues in England, and possibly, this way?
Up.
Oh shit.
Wrecked it.
That way a little. Yeah, so if you look across the professional leagues in the UK, United will have more than any.
Well, we have, yeah. I think at last count, I think it was early last season, there was 22 players playing in the Premier League that had their footballing foundation at United.
But not just the Premier League, though.
No, but I'm just talking Premier League.
Yeah.
But then the next nearest one was half as many with 11, and that was Arsenal.
Yeah. And no one can touch us on that, but we seem to get slated in the press. Week in, week out.
Academy's fucked. I loved that last year. The Academy was fucked. The 23s went on to win the title, and the 18s produced how many different starters for the first team? Suck my dick.
And how many of them playing were way younger than the threshold, playing against physically.
Not only that. The back four last year was 18. Sorry, the back two in the 23s for most of the season was a combination of Rochelle Williams at 17, Axel Tuanzebe at 18, or 17, 18-year-old Fosu Mensah dominating. Absolutely.
You'd love that. Imagine that come through as a collective in the first team, which has got potential to do.
It does have potential to do it. There's 16, 17-year-olds at the moment. They won't all make it, just the way it happens. Some of them fall off. But you've got the likes of Chong, you've got Boonen, you've got Angel Gomez, who's, again, this week. He's played tonight. I don't know how he got on tonight. In fact, I've got TweetDeck open here. He normally tweets if he scores, so let's just have a look if he scored. Sancho scored again. That's the lad from City. It looks like they've won. A brace from Phil Foden and a penalty from Sancho of City helps Young Lions to another win. So they won the other night. I can't remember who they was playing against. They won the other night and he got a goal and assist. Yeah. Which is basically all he's done all season. What was that? Angel Gomez goal and assist.
He's like playing FIFA, isn't it?
It's ridiculous.
Basically.
And he's so relaxed about everything as well that this is just normal. And I think he will just be that normal and relaxed once he steps into the first team as well.
Yeah, but that's probably come from his family background as well, isn't it? In terms of where they've been at before and stuff, and kind of knowing the game and how it works behind the scenes to give him that level grounding to just go out and enjoy football.
Yeah,
no worries. Don't worry about it. No pressure on you.
Axel Tuanzebe, I said it in the week. We went and watched him on Monday night. I had a chat with him on Monday night as well, actually, and said, like, do you reckon you're going to get the opportunity to step up? And he just said, if it comes, I've got to take it, which is the attitude to have. And I see a relaxed leader in him as well. It's hard to describe him. I do see weakness in his game. I also see a hell of a lot of strengths to his game. Mental strength, tactical awareness, positional awareness.
That you can't really,
reading of the game.
Yeah, I mean that you can work on a lot of aspects. I mean, you can work on that to a certain degree, but if you've got that naturally, then it's gonna take you a long way.
I think he's weak in the air, so I think you could get overrun if you played up against a team with someone like Zlatan up front, for instance. If you had him and Blind, maybe, because I think you'd be looking at he's physical, but he's not aerial physical. Do you know what I mean? So
how many people really throw balls up like that though?
There isn't a great deal of teams that do.
No, but
you're thinking at set pieces, at corners and stuff like that. Defensively, I see room for improvement on that area of his game, big time.
Oh yeah, I mean,
if I'm trying to be critical, because everything else I just go, fucking hell, he's mint.
Well, he's going to have some weaknesses. He's going to work out.
He's 18, he's 19, I think.
Yeah.
So he's going to have weaknesses. So, but I look at this kid and I think, I don't know what more you need to do before someone gives you a chance. Do you know when you can say, do you know what, if I seen him do that, if I seen a number 9 maybe that we had, say, just score a couple more goals.
Yeah, but Jose's probably looking at it. He's got a squad there, hasn't he? Really, and it is a decent squad, really. When you think like
our squad's very good.
You players that aren't actually getting even in the 18.
They're just not doing it to the potential.
Yeah, I mean that can be down to a number of factors. You know, playing people in the right position, getting a formation, getting a solid 11, and knowing. I mean, it's starting to look like Herrera obviously is nailed on. No.
There's a couple of people mentioning this in the comments, and I saw it all over Twitter last night. Ander Herrera, being given the shout for captain.
Why not?
My days.
It's the passion for the club, isn't it? Let
me find his quote from today.
Yes,
because this you can't buy this.
Yeah, I'm not English, something like that, innit?
I'm not English. There we go. I've got it. Yeah. I felt it like the fans, and I said that actually. I said it last night. He plays like a fan on the pitch. I know I am not.
And on the bench
English
as well.
Yeah, you see him smashing the shit out of the fingers when we score. I know I'm not English and I am not from Manchester, but I really love this club. Wayne Rooney's been here 12 years. I've never seen anything like that.
And that's why people don't endear to him as much as that. No, I mean, even
look at how he's hugging Mata there. Yeah. I've never even hugged Jaden like that.
Yeah, but that's because you're soulless, man. You're callous, like.
But yeah, I think I'd love to see him captain. I said it a couple of weeks ago actually that he needs a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, boom, right the way through season. Solid, and he's probably going to play there all season by the looks of it. Now and I'd love to see this. He was out of the picture. Mourinho tried him. He's forced his way into the picture and gone, fuck you, play me.
Well, like Rashford, but I think Rashford needs to get played more central.
I still think he's got a lot to work on in his game. His
Yeah, he has.
plays, link-up play, all that sort of stuff.
He has, but he's got a natural ability of finishing. And you're kind of taking that away by putting him out wide. He's doing a job for the team. Like, well, Martial was doing the same last year, and then, like, I don't understand why Martial wasn't even on the bench, at least.
Just completely rested him because he knows he's getting 90 on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, against Burnley, yeah. Possibly.
Because for all the way we played a strong team last night, we still rotated a bit.
Yeah.
If you look at the recent weeks, good to see Schneidlin getting a shout. Thought we'd lost him. Thought he was gone.
Yeah, well,
I was looking under the stairs and everything in my house trying to find him.
He was sat with Mkhitaryan playing FIFA at home or something.
I don't believe these stories about Mkhitaryan bursting into tears and being mentally weak and all that.
Nah.
There's no way you get to the level of footballer that he is, being
It's
that
from
much of
it's
a
from
bitch.
Armenia.
That's a hard nation.
Yes, they don't mess around there. If you're coming out like being a top professional from there, you've got to have something mentally about you in order to take them setbacks, haven't you? And even when he was at Dortmund, he wasn't actually ripping it up at the start, was it? It's only when I think Tuchel come in and swapped him around where he let fly. So, you're going to get peaks and troughs of him. He's going to come good, isn't he? It's not like
These stats last year was ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean,
ridiculous.
Jose bought 4 players there that he knows
Directly address problems that we had in the team.
Matta's obviously causing him a problem because that's where Mkhitaryan wants to play, and he probably thought like Matta, you're out the door.
Undroppable.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, he just
can't drop the little knobhead. You can't drop him.
He's always there. He's always provided like a solid contribution.
What do you think you could do as a 9?
Matta.
I like his runs in behind. He's got no pace.
Yeah, he's got no pace.
I like his runs in behind. Do you know when he starts? He's definitely a 10. When he starts operating around that D, shit happens. He makes things happen.
Oh, yeah.
Arriving late in the box last night to get the goal.
We've got a lack of movement. Like
Hang on. Can I just say actually, for starters, did you see Andre Herrera's dive last night?
Oh, for the goal.
For the goal.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, that's that continental flair, isn't it?
That was the worst dive I have ever seen. Tom Daly said that was shit. No, it's not a Desperado. It's an Amigos. It's like a rip-off version of it with tequila in it though. Not as good as Desperado. But yeah, sorry, go on. As you say.
I don't know. I can't remember what I was saying.
Movement, lack of movement.
Yeah, because it seems like.
But Matta brings that.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Because against Chelsea, and a couple of times this season, when we go forward, it's static. Like the players have literally stood there, and it's so easy to mark. And it's the same thing when Van Gaal was playing. You've got 2 banks of 4, and you're not getting movement in between the lines. You're not going to pull anyone out of position. Yeah. They're tactically drilled where they know they can stay there, and you're going to soak it up all day. So you put a cross in. They've got 5, 6, 7 men in the box.
It's easy to block it out, especially with a lone striker. It's so easy to mark a lone striker out of the game. That's why, we said it last week, I think, actually. That's why 2 strikers is always good. One goes near post, one goes middle, and you're like, oh shit, where's it?
Yeah,
and then a right winger will come in on the other side.
And then you're creating them pockets of space in the 18-yard box for someone like Matta to come in and just go, thank you very much, like last night, unmarked, strokes it home.
Marcus Rojo. I've seen a couple of people saying man of the match. I don't think it was man of the match.
No, I don't think it was man of the match.
It was Ander Herrera or go fuck yourself for man of the match, I think. But I do think Rojo had a good game. And
yeah, I do.
I'm positive I've said this to you, right? Marcus Rojo is the left-sided version of Chris Smalling as a right back. As a full back, you go, I want to kick a kid, right? Yeah. But then when he plays at centre half, there's a good player in there.
Yeah, I think he is a centre half. There's no to it. He's not a full back. I mean, he's looked embarrassing.
He's delivering shit. He's jockeying shit. You look at
his positioning, his timing of everything. He's
Luke
just
Shaw
wank.
was terrifying me last night at left back as well.
I know everyone was saying like, he must have been usually sat at home when Bake Off's on because of the size of his ass. It's massive. I mean, he's definitely squatting in the gym there, but is he put into? I mean, he's obviously not fat. I mean, he had his issues, didn't he, weight-wise when he first came, and then he addressed that.
Supposedly.
Obviously, he's been out for a long time. But he looked... Navas had him on toast, didn't he, the first half?
It was terrifying.
Yeah.
He was cutting inside every single time he got it, and I'm watching and going, he's going to cut inside on you. He's just fucking cutting inside on you, and you're like, what are you doing to prevent this? But he's not showing him down the channel.
He's not, but at the same time, he didn't have any support whatsoever. No one ever...
Yeah, that's one thing that Rashford on the wing doesn't offer.
Yeah, no one come to... Say, like, if that was Beckham and Neville, Beckham would back him up, or,
Jesse Lingard would be doubling up on him.
Any other, combination you want to think of, but when you're 1-on-1, then as a forward, then you think, well, I'm gonna have a go at him here. When you've got 2-on-1, you think, well,
You got to hit it back inside.
yeah, you know,
make something happen,
be
maybe
a bit
take
more cautious.
Speculative cross.
But you can make things happen when you go 1-on-1, and that's where I think you probably need to address that.
But that was one of the things that he was very good at, was 1-on-1. He would nick a ball more often than not. He would have a real good timing, Joe, for just a stab at a toe.
We was doing it in the second half, wasn't he? For the most part.
That fucking tackle from Tony Valencia. It's I don't know who it was. If I
oh shit!
When he got booked for
it's
about the hip. I was just in the strap and going, yes. That is I'm liking character traits that I'm seeing for United.
Yeah, definitely.
Ander Herrera on Sterling at some point as well. That was a little bit fucking meaty. Tony Valencia in every game. I was joking with my old man as they was putting Sterling on. I was like, I bet he's going to him. Don't put me on Valencia's side. I bet he has nightmares about Tony Valencia still. Fucking, I love that when he gripped him by the throat.
Yeah, we don't fuck about with Tony V, mate. He's a unit. He's one of them quiet.
He's from Colombia, right?
Yeah.
Just think how much of a sorry, it might as well be Colombia. The flag looks the same. How much of a nutcase you've got to be from? No one from South America's roofed in, right? Are they? No one's like, oh, he's just a real quiet guy. No, they're like a low key serial killer, I think. Especially Tony Valencia. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I enjoyed that last night. City.
Well, not the first half.
No, even the first half. It was sloppy.
Something wrong with you, mate.
It was sloppy, but the 0-0 against Liverpool, people was kicking.
Well, no,
off
I enjoyed that. Yeah, but that because that was drilled to perfection, pretty much. And in the first half, especially against Liverpool, we was getting, was harassing them and pressing them, and we weren't really doing that first half. There was a lot of misplaced passes. There wasn't a lot of cohesion in there, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Midfield three last night. Is that our best midfield three?
Yeah, you would like to think so, wouldn't you?
Can you see Schneidlin breaking into that as Carrick diminishes?
Yeah, but has he got the range of passing what Carrick's got?
I think he does. I thought he was going to be a proper Mourinho player, when he came.
Yeah, but you used to think Rooney could play centre midfield as well.
Yeah, only for a bit.
Yeah.
I didn't make a stone tablet and say Wayne Rooney is the greatest central midfielder. He's not the new Pirlo. I just thought that he had character traits that meant he could play midfield. Fitness was one of them that obviously fucking diminished a lot faster than we all thought. Old Wayne Rooney 2009 could have done midfield really well.
Yeah. But 15...
Which was probably when I fucking said it.
No.
It wasn't 2 weeks ago.
It was when Scholes was giving up. Oh, Rooney can do that.
2012.
Yeah, but 2000.
4 years ago.
Yeah, but it's
been about a stone ago.
He's been in decline.
He has been in decline. He's declined fast.
From then, which is a shame. But yeah, midfield three. I like that yesterday, and that.
It's got energy. It's got the
calmness. Yeah, and it allows Herrera to get out about the pitch more. If you're playing Fellaini, he's fucking donkey-like, innit? He's got no...
But the problem is he's playing in his own isolated way. Everything he was doing was good.
Yeah, it was decent, but it wasn't.
But it doesn't add to the team as a collective, does it?
He can't edit. Yeah, he's
best chest in the world.
Best chest in the world. Football. He's 6'4" and he can't fucking jump, so he gets out jumped by everyone, and he can't. He's got no range of passing. He's slow, and he turns like a bus,
and he's got fouls all day, which is not what you need.
And he throws some elbows, but other than that, he does all right when he plays. But it's like, but that's not enough, is it? No, if you want to be challenging and be competitive.
No, not at all. It's not enough. You've absolutely 100% got to have more.
Yeah, it's like Carrick's forward passing. He looks forward more, doesn't he? And players know that he can actually play that pass as well. So like Matt had run off the shoulder yesterday, didn't he? I think was that in the first half, which was offside. But who else would have played that ball? Because Herrera wouldn't have played it.
Blind can play the odd one from defence, and there was times where even Rowe played one up yesterday with just needing a little bit of an escape, really. But that's the problem when you play an oppressive system, when you play against a Guardiola or a Klopp style system where they're just fucking in your face all the time. Sometimes you have to bypass it, and yeah, you can call it a long ball if you want. I'll happily call it a long ball because you know what, we fucking won the game.
Whatever you need to do to get the job done, essentially, you'd like to do it in an attractive way, one that's pleasing on the eye, and everyone will be like looking at you, taking notice, saying, "Oh, these are blowing teams away."
Can I just say for a second, actually, fucking City fans, right? They've had a manager with a distinctive style of play for all of 5 fucking minutes, okay? Right? And they now think they're the authority on styles of football.
Well,
fuck off.
Don't they want rid of him now? Some of them do. I seen
I seen one on Blue Moon Rising.
Yeah,
saying I never wanted him.
Yeah, so was that older guy?
Yeah.
He's like, they need to play more direct, more for it. I never want. Yeah, Pep, get him out, sack him.
All very familiar from what Bayern Munich fans were saying.
Yeah, Bayern Munich hate him. The fans hate him.
Not bad for a guy that won 3 in a row.
Which you should be doing with the budget that they've got.
I reckon I'd have a decent go at winning the league with
Bayern Munich team. Ancelotti's like, he's not ripping up trees with the league form, is he?
But I haven't looked, if I'm being completely honest.
They're not like demolishing teams as of yet. I mean, they've been used to Pep for the last 3 years, so they'll have to change the style. I mean, Ancelotti's top manager.
I fucking love Ancelotti.
So he'll get it right. But
I reckon he'd be up for a fight as well. You know.
They'll probably win the Champions League with Munich.
I think they have a very good chance of winning the Champions League. Actually, if Joyce leaves, what would it mean for the likes of Gomez and Indy? Not a great deal, I don't think, because there's a very real chance that Gomez, maybe not Indy, but definitely Gomez could bypass the 23s squad. That happens on quite a regular basis, to be honest. I think he needs some 23 games this year to just see where he is, physicality-wise, because he's going to get mullered, right? If you're a Zlatan or if you're a Pogba, and someone brings on a guy, I don't even know how tall he is, he's like up to my armpit, so he's tiny. If you bring on someone of that sort of size, you're going to just fucking you're just going to launch him, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to have to. So I think if you bring him into the 23s and you see what he's like that's a 7-year age gap jump after Christmas, because he's ripping it up so much at the moment in the 18s. Let's get the under 18s cup out of the way. Let's have a good cup run, because this team, it's almost there. Do you know what I mean? Every single sort of player, the midfield in the 18s is killing it at the moment with Cal Whelan sitting there with Gomez and Buffon ahead of him doing a lot more of the attacking work. In fact, if you made comparisons to the first team, Cal Whelan's more of your Herrera sort of like cuts about the place a little bit, sitting in the number 6. Gomez is very much of an Iniesta. We don't really have anyone of that sort of style of footballer. And then Buffon is a little bit Herrera-ish, but maybe a little bit more attacking. Possibly the way Mata is a little bit with the ball, just someone who looks to distribute it a little bit.
Head up.
Between the three of them, it's a really nice blend for a midfielder, for a midfield, and that's giving a platform for the rest of the team. Cal Whelan's stopping anything getting near the back line, and the back line is fucking good anyway. And then you've got the forward line of Chong, who's really impressive, Boonen, who's just shitting goals at the moment, and then Burkhardt up front, who's fucking smoking it, absolutely smoking it. And you think, between these lot, this is a under-18s side, which is a very young under-18s. Yeah. A lot of 16-year-olds in this side as well. So they've got 2 years still that they can have a go at this. They could have a real fucking good go at this. Someone's just saying, why do I don't think Tuanzebe was used yesterday? Because he played 90 minutes on Monday, so I don't think you're ever going to get that out.
Nah, and I don't think, well, after, obviously, we got beat by City earlier in the season, there was no way that we was getting beat then last night.
No, like Jose said, I'm apologising now. The players will apologise Wednesday night.
Yeah, I mean that goal. Obviously, we can move on. Obviously, to talk about his demeanour now, and like, there's a lot more reserved, isn't he, than what he's been at Chelsea, being brash and.
Yeah, he's weird. Like, obviously, I have to do loads of graphics all week, so I'm in the press association images trying to find images of Jose, and he's got this face.
Yeah, he's not like.
He's not smiled. He's not made any sort of like.
He's not really been aggressive either.
He's done nothing. It's really difficult to find. When he's walking out, it almost looks like he's just taking his dog for a walk. He's got no facial expressions whatsoever. He's not. There was some smiles yesterday. Actually, there was quite a lot of smiles from last night's. So maybe his demeanour's changing as it's come. I think he's purposely trying to play it super cool.
Yeah, I do. I think he's learned. I think. Obviously, what happened last year with whatever that woman's called, I can't remember her name.
Dave.
Yeah.
Eva Canero.
Yeah, that's one. The physio, and he got absolutely slaughtered in the press, didn't he? Like,
But justifiably so.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you
So.
can't do that.
Be shouting bitch at people and then
No.
whatever happened in the dressing room as well. You can't do that.
You can't do that. And I think he just thought no, because he was always the smooth guy. You know, press loved him, and he's always giving me sound bites and giving articles to come back or whatever. And he's always on TV.
Sound bites left, right, and centre. I'm the special one. The way the press set that up when he came, his first press conference, Jesus, wet. But yeah, I mean, there's new toys in the league at the moment. In the shape of Klopp and Guardiola.
He needs to assess it, doesn't he? He needs to assess it. It's a completely different playing field to when he's obviously playing at Chelsea.
Look at the playing field. Look at Conte at Chelsea. Look what they did to us at weekend. I mean, we're skipping over that because we had a game last night. Yeah. I mean, we can probably get into that in a minute. But you've got Conte at there. You've got Klopp. You've got Guardiola. You've got Arsene Wenger, who's still going to be a threat. You've got Pochettino, who's the next big thing on the up and up.
There's Koeman as well.
Yeah, Koeman. You've got a lot of top level managers in here, and I think if you're trying to be calculated, and I think Jose is very calculated. I think he's saying, what sort of personalities are hitting? You've got Klopp, who's trying to be very friendly with the media. You've got Guardiola, who's not quite figured him out just yet, but he's the darling of the media, can't do no wrong. He plays company up front, and he's so inventive. Fuck off, he's just lumping up to a centre-half. Ducky Town was doing that 10 years ago. Ain't fucking special.
Well, he plays Kolarov.
Oh, shit, grab it.
Kolarov, who's not even a very good left-back. And he plays him at centre-half, which is not going to be any good at centre... Oh, fucking hell.
Facebook might have just gone off.
Sort that out.
Alright, hang on. I'll just turn it off from here.
You just turn it off then?
Yeah, there's only about 20 people watching. Sorry. Bendit kicked it over.
That wasn't me.
It was you.
It's you.
It's not even me.
You've got your leg on it there.
Yeah, prove it.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
I think he's talking about Darling.
But you got all the different personalities that you've got around the league, and I think Jose's looking at it and he's gone, I'm not going to be the darling that I was in 2004. I'm not going to be that loved character because at least 5 of them are going to be that character.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to go full bad dickhead. I think he just wants to be...
Well, because the thing is, it's exhausting. Doing that, fighting with people constantly and in the press and everything like that. If he's thinking because he said this is his dream job, and we know this is his dream job. He's wanted to be United manager for ages. So if you're coming in to do your usual 3 years, then you can go all out guns blazing and you can hate everyone and you can get everything done. But if you want to be a bit, change your style and be a bit more for longevity.
Does he want to emulate Fergie? He's never doing.
He's never doing 20 years. No one's emulating Fergie.
He might do 8, might do 9. If he does 8 or 9 years, he's going to have to be very successful.
But even if he does 5 years, that's more than he's ever done anywhere else.
Very true.
So he's got to understand. There's lots of things in terms of obviously the last Chelsea team that he had when he won the league, and he absolutely physically worn them out.
Yeah. But there's accusations of that at Inter and everywhere.
But everywhere. Yeah, he basically runs you. It makes you die for him.
But then look at the last couple of weeks. We've played a very strong team. We played a stronger team in Europa than everyone thought. I was like, that's a bit fucking weird. Then we lose to Chelsea. Then we still play a very similar team in the Europa. Then we're going to have a Burnley game at weekend. Is he doing it already here? We've got a fucking brilliant squad that he's just not utilising properly at the moment. And I see a lot of people saying, what's going on in Mkhitaryan? Not a fucking clue. Not a fucking clue.
No,
I don't believe what the press are saying, but I have no idea any other.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? It's very, very... I mean, he was in the squad yesterday, but he didn't make the matchday squad.
No, he was one of the 3, which I'm assuming might have been Marshall and Rooney with the other 2 that missed out.
Well, Rooney's injured, wasn't he, still? So maybe that...
Might have made the 21, though.
Yeah, possibly. Up there it says Joyce exited to the Wigan.
Fuck off, seriously. Shit, yeah, that's 2 of you have said it, so yeah. Wow. Oh, shit.
Well, that'd be interesting to see.
I saw a comment earlier saying Ryan Giggs should take the under-23 job. He's not going to take... I think he's been offered...
Yeah, I think he'd been offered whatever job he wanted, other than assistant manager, hasn't he? You can do whatever you want. But he wants to make it on his own fair play.
And I think his job, in all due respect to Ryan Giggs, I think Warren Joyce's job at Manchester United, you're fucking massively underestimating what he does then. Just saying, just give it to Ryan Giggs.
Yeah. Just you can have whatever role.
I'm just going to put this on here.
Warren Joyce. Shit, that's good for Wigan, as we said, and it's good for Warren Joyce in his career because that'll give him a stepping stone. I mean, they've obviously I don't even know all that guys. He called Dave Sharp, Dave Whelan's grandson. He's the chairman now, isn't he?
Wigan.
Yeah.
Did he ever break his leg?
I'm
not sure if he's allowed
in the FA Cup final.
I don't know if he's allowed to do that. Wow.
Anyway.
Honestly, wow. Like,
we were getting a decent combo for him.
I'm going to the under-23 game in Tottenham tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
It'll probably be Tommy Martin in charge. It probably will be Tommy Martin in charge for this tomorrow, but who gets that job on a longer term basis, I really don't know. I mean, that's a very interesting.
I mean, we've been hiring a lot of people behind the scenes, haven't we, in terms of scouting, network, and everything.
But the coaching staff.
I mean, the coach.
We sacked Paul McGuinness in February, replaced him last month or something. The season had already been underway for a couple of games before we put McKenna in. What would the benefit of going to Wigan with Joyce on loan? What would the players? They'd get high level first team football championships. Very high.
You're saying what players would benefit?
Oh, what players? Sorry. If I'm Warren Joyce, who do I want to take? Tuan Zabi is the first name on the list, but I believe he's been told he's not going on loan. Matty Willock.
Yeah, because they've got.
Matty Willock's about 20 now, I think. So that's a really good age.
Dan Bunn, is it? Or Dan Byrne, centre half.
Centre half.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
Tuan Zabi would moonwalk into that team.
I think they need a bit of firepower. They got Will Grigg. We ain't really got that, have we?
He's on fire.
Yeah, literally. And they've got Adam Lafondra, haven't they? But Gary Caldwell's been playing like one up front, and like
he'll play one up front. He'll play 4-2-3-1 because he loves it. I don't know who he'll take. He might take Riley. Riley could probably benefit from that, you know. Riley Tuan Zabi, and I think Matty Willock probably a little bit of a push. Matty Willock, I think, could go on and do it. He's played as a number 9 and a number 10 this year for Joyce, and it's really rounded off his game. It was a very what's the word I'm looking for? It was a very decent central midfielder, but without taking a lot of risk. And I think once he started playing him up front, you started seeing him need to take people on. You started seeing him need to do that extra thing, to beat a man, to try something funky, to get a shot off and stuff like that. And as he's moved back and forward, it's just dragged more out of his game. And I'm really liking Matty Will. It looks like he's enjoying his football at the moment as well. Colchester 1000 says, what is the benefit of not sending people on loan? Football League experience is miles better than under 23 football. The only thing of keeping them around is if you get the situations we got last year with a shit ton of injuries and a small squad, and then you bring the likes of Fosu Mensah and Rashford into the team. But they were straight from the under-18s team, near enough, really.
But we've got a big squad now, though, haven't we?
It's pretty stacked in every position, really.
I mean, it's mad, really. You think you just added 4 players and now it's stacked.
That was because you also added the likes of Fosu Mensah and Rashford from the academy. And players come back from long-term injury as well.
Yeah. Saying Gary or Phil Neville to be in the... Well, Gary Neville said he doesn't want to
Gary
go back
Neville's
in
ruled
coaching.
himself out, basically. He's like, I've got too much going on in St Michael's Square. That's St Michael's Square in town. You know where that is? You know where Nag's Head is?
Yeah, I've seen it. Because I've looked at the plans. It looks pretty cool.
It looks mental.
Yeah.
It's like another Arndale along that street, Jackson's Road.
Yeah, with a community inside it. Yeah. But they want to bring in... Him and Giggs want to bring a night... Well, I think they have, actually. And they brought... there's a nightclub that's coming from London. They're going to do a Manchester version.
There's a sick building. If you go... Where do you go from? You know where the escalator is for food court? What?
It's frozen.
It's not being played, I don't think. Whatever. It's still on there, so it's fine. If you go left instead of going up the escalator...
Right, where are we now?
Market Street in town. Instead of going up the escalator to food court,
there.
There's a big white building there on the corner heading down towards Cross Street.
Mm-hmm.
They've acquired that as well. I think that's going to be a restaurant. That'll be a bitchin' restaurant, I think.
Yeah, he's trying to make it more...
I love what they've done to the city.
Yeah,
as well,
making it a more livable city. Make families want to live in the city. Because there's not...
There's fuck all. Actually, oh shit, what's it called? Holt Town. Holt Town. If you search, like I used to be involved in construction, and one of the projects that we was tendering on was a thing called Holt Town. And if you look on the Metrolink, right, there's actually a stop already called Holt Town. It doesn't stop there, right? It just stops right through. You'll drive past it. It just says Holt Town, and you're like, what the fucking hell's Holt Town? If you draw a triangle from Ancoat Street, where it Ibis is, I think it is.
Yeah.
All the way along Ancoat Street to like Emian Arena, and then up Oldham Road past Wing Yip and all that lot.
Yeah.
To near where the Krusty Cob is and stuff like that, like Collier's sort of way.
Yeah.
And then draw that wedge shape like back towards Ancoat Street. That's going to be called Holt Town, and it's like a £9 billion development.
Wow.
Which is going to include, I think, like 2 primary schools and a high school.
Yeah, they need to put decent schooling in.
Yeah. And then it's going to be, because obviously Ancoats is, do you want an apartment? You can have an apartment. Actually, do you want 47 apartments? Because there's fucking millions of them. So Ancoats is apartment central, innit? Yeah. So Holt Town is going to be 3, 4-bed detached houses, townhouses and stuff, looking for families.
Have you seen, you know where the church is on the roundabout towards Old Trafford? Coming out
yeah, St George's.
Yeah, you know, literally right behind that church, there's a development there of, like, houses. Because I went to go and look at one. They're big though, or they're decent though. But they're like family, like 3, 4-bed houses, 2-bed, or you know, and that's a little community. Look slick inside. You got a roof garden and everything, like, and you got your own terrace and stuff like that, and it's bang in the city centre.
Them ones at Holt Town got gardens, actual gardens, like proper townhouses, like the ones that you see in the suburbs. It's. I think they was talking about suburbs in the city was what they was going for. Right. So schools, leisure facilities, transport links to get into town.
Well, that's what I think Garinell's probably seen that, hasn't he? And that's why he's saying he wants to make it the same more livable city.
He's right.
Like a Barcelona, like, you know, all these other cities that culturally awesome to live in. Manchester is small, really, in the grand scheme of things.
Oh, it's very small when you look at the likes of London and shit.
Yeah, and it's obviously it's growing outwards all the time.
It is, yeah, and the suburbs grows and grows and grows and grows. If you look at it, like we said about Ancoats, that green quarter up near the MEN, where the co-op buildings are and stuff like that, that's about 7 or 8, 9 apartment blocks, all high tower stuff. And it will keep going up, and there's another monstrous one at Deansgate Locks going up. There's the tiniest little sliver of land, and it's going to be bigger than the Beetham. Fucking what?
I know.
I get excited about shit like that happening in Manchester, though, because I think that...
Because we used to play with Legos.
Well, yeah, apart from that. What do you mean used to? Do you know on my time hop?
My mum threw all mine out. Threw them all in a bin. Or she sold them, actually. I'm not happy about that.
On my time hop, there was a Ghostbusters Lego thing from last year, and I put it on Facebook like, oh shit, check this out. It looks amazing. It's like the townhouse at the fire station, but with Ghostbusters little Lego guys.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
I need to see if they actually released that or not. There was someone with a really good question a minute ago, and I forgot it. What's the oldest building in Manchester? It's not fucking Sinclair's. That's bullshit. That annoys me. Oh, we rebuilt it in 2002. Well, it's fucking 14 years old then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not new,
you fucking dicks.
Is it something like the old fire station?
No, that's not. It was about 30s, I think.
No, that's not from the 30s.
I think it is. It's not that old. It's just it's a grade 1 listed because it's bitching. That's a hotel sorting out soon as well.
Yeah.
They've got Christmas markets inside this year. That'll be pretty sick. Yeah, definitely go and check that out. I'll do a vlog through that so everyone can see it. Am I doing a breakdown for UFC 205? You fucking better believe it. Cannot wait for that. I think we're about 3 weeks away.
Doing a live for that as well?
Yeah, we will be doing a live for that as well. What, join us?
I'm in Malaysia.
Oh, so that'll be a no then.
I'll be on the beach.
Colin. What was I going to fucking say? The...
Glazers or Trump?
That's a hard question.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking hell, I don't know. Trump might start World War III. We might. What was I going to say? Oldest building in Manchester. One of the oldest pubs is a bit of a disappointment, actually. I think it's called the Rising Sun, and it's on Jackson's Row, where the building... It might not be. It might be on the other side of Jackson. You've got Jackson's Row on one side, where the Nag's Head is, and then it's on the back side, I think. But that might be Jackson's Row. The other one might be something or other street. In between the Town Hall and Deansgate, basically, anyway. There's a place called the Rising Sun. Oldest pub in Manchester. When you think the oldest pub, like in Boroughbridge, when I was based up in the army, they had a pub there from 1402, right?
14.
The roof was about down here, right? And there was all sorts of old-ass coins nailed into this beam that was hanging down from the ceiling. It was all pitch plaster and beams and old as fuck, yeah. It was called the Black Bull. And it's literally... Boroughbridge, boring fact of the day for you, is the exact halfway point between Edinburgh and London, which is why it was used as a stop-off, known for its whores, hotels, and pubs. And the Black Bull's a pub that's still there. So that's an old-ass pub. And when you think about it, it's got that old... all the beams and the black and white shit on the outside. That's what you think an old pub should like.
Yeah.
But the Rising Sun in Manchester, it's just brick. It's shit, and it's been painted white. It honestly just looks like a really shitly built building.
It's hard to maintain from
in a city centre. But Manchester city centre's not got that much old shit in there.
No, because obviously it got bombed.
No, but that was only one part of the city centre, really. Best thing that happened at the city centre, though.
No, I mean as in like not in the Arndale.
Oh, 96.
But I mean
in the war.
In the war, yeah. So.
But even then, I mean, what's older than that? You got all around Ancoats. You got a lot of.
What do you mean? What's older than that? That's 60 years old.
Yeah.
70 years old. What? That's not very old.
Manchester's been a city for 300 years. Well, it's not a city for 300 years. It's been around since the Roman times.
Yeah. So exactly. So there's got to be some old shit there.
But there's not. That's what I'm saying. So it's madness. Why isn't there?
Yeah, because if you went to like obviously you go to London and stuff, then.
Or York.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but York's like historically a famous city.
The fucking wall from 1,000 fucking years ago. We got some shit from 70 years ago. I'm like, man, that's old. There's things in America newer than that, or older than that. Fucking wank. That's the point, actually. Do you know what? While we're here, let's fucking Google it. In fact, I got a great Google. You lot can play at home as well. Right? Look away a sec.
Oh, fucking hell.
I was trying to get the exact date for all you lot at home.
Did you actually know this? Did you actually know this yourself?
Nah, I did not know this myself.
So fuck you then. So you didn't know.
So, right, you can look around now. 9th of May 2007. Don't cheat, don't Google. In fact, I'm not going to say it because you lot are going to give me the answers on there. Name me the starting 11 from the 9th of May 2007. Well, I've already told you, Van der Sar was not in net.
So it's Kushag.
It was Pole in goal.
Fucking hell. Right, so May 2007. Man.
Starting the defence. Let's go with the defence because then I can remember it.
So was it Heinze?
Yes, he was captain.
Right, okay.
That might give you a clue what was going on. Or you might be able to remember it from that. I could remember it. Once I figured out that, I was like, yep, there you go.
I can't remember. I'm just going to be completely guessing. So I think, was he playing centre half?
Look away.
Fuck yeah, you already know this.
No.
So he's playing fullback.
Yeah.
So Gary Neville wouldn't have been playing right back.
No,
because he would have been captain. So was Wes Brown or John O'Shea?
Both of them were playing.
All right, in defence.
Yep.
If
you get the remaining defender, I will dab.
Mikkel Sylvester.
No.
Remaining defender, right? So I know a lot of people wanted to see this guy dab.
If it goes on there, that doesn't count. Right, if anyone puts it in the comments, it doesn't count.
No, I know, O'Shea. Right, don't do it because we need to get this. So, fuck.
You are not getting it.
So was he a defender?
Yeah.
By trade?
From Droylsden as well, I think. It's not Phil Picking.
Ugh.
Wish the dog could get me beer.
Fuck, from Droylsden?
I think he is.
Walwork?
No. He's from Failsworth, I think.
Well, it's same area.
It's not Droylsden, though, is it?
A centre half.
Do you give up? Because, got to wrap this up before midnight.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but I want to see you dab.
Kieran Lee.
Kieran Lee, fucking hell. I was never... He's from Staley Bridge.
Alright, it was close enough.
No, well, that if you said...
Oh, fuck off, that doesn't count.
Of course, if you'd have said Staley Bridge, I would have known that.
Well, I knew it was Tameside. Smalia. Right, look away, let me get the rest of the midfield.
Fucking hell. You're going to say, he's from Barcelona, but really he's from Uruguay.
No, you've got pretty much all English midfield apart from one.
Scholes?
No.
Carrick?
Nope.
What the fuck? Giggs? What?
I'm just trying to... Hang on, look away. That was it. I forgot one of them. Simpson would have been a bad shout, yeah, but it wasn't.
Bardsley.
But it wasn't.
He's from Salt. I can't be arsed playing this game.
Kieran Richardson. Chris Eagles.
Wow.
Alan Smith. And Fletcher. We put this team out in a fucking Premier League game. What the fuck? Can you know who was up front?
No, if it's that obscure. Louis Saha?
This was a Premier League game. No, it wasn't Louis Saha.
No.
He would have been
No, then. I was never going to get nowhere in the midfield, so.
Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
Okay.
And I will definitely dab if you can get the final one.
So we've already established that. My memory's not very good of this game.
It was his one game for the club.
One game for the club?
This was the whole reason that I went and found this game. Because I was like, when the fuck did he play that?
David Healy.
Dong Fang Zhao.
Dong, yeah. Dong.
What a fuck. And we didn't lose to a Jose Mourinho Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
They won the league, though, at that point.
No, we'd won the league. And we put that
in
team out.
2007?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We put that team out for Guard of Honour.
Just to take the piss?
I think so.
It's got to be, innit?
What a fucking team of legends that is.
It says confirmed, man.
So he's been confirmed now.
Well, I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
There you go. That's the full team there. There you go. Dong Fang Zhao.
Wow.
Because Bleacher Report posted an article saying, oh man, it was like pure hyperbole. It was like, oh fucking hell, what was it? It was some shit like this United hot prospect.
So Dong started the same amount of games as Mkhitaryan.
Wow. Yeah, it was 0-0. And Mourinho come out with some bullshit afterwards, and Fergie was clearly like, yeah, whatever. Oh, fucking hell. Do we have any other comments? Throw some questions. Can Pogba win the Ballon d'Or? Yeah, I absolutely think he can. Definitely.
Not this year.
I remember Don getting tackled by Essien. I don't remember anything.
I don't remember that.
I don't
clearly.
remember. I remember the walking out with the Guard of Honour, with Ainza getting the Guard of Honour. I think he was Player of the Year that year. He might have been Player of the Year that year. Might have been the year before. But yeah, like, because he's a reality TV star now. Do you know where he went from us?
Belgium, there.
Yeah, he went Antwerp with Johnny Evans was there.
Was that when they all kicked off and they got banned?
Kinda. Was Jimmy Davis there? I don't know if he went actually. Danny Higginbottom, I think, might have been one of the ones that went. There was a handful of them went, didn't it?
Do you see? Talking about like trivia and stuff. There was was it? Oh yeah, I think Google last week. It's like all the players that played with Ryan Giggs, all these obscure ones.
Oh my god, he's played almost 1,000 games.
Well, yeah, but players who you like, because obviously we was with Russell Bearsmore, weren't we, last week on Red Wednesday? Was it last week?
Yeah, last week.
And he was one of them we mentioned.
Of course he was, yeah.
On there, but then there's like players like Simon Davis, obviously.
Makes sense.
William Prunier.
Chris Eagles and new David Beckham. Can you imagine?
Remember, sorry, he was supposed. Well, who was he playing for? Who's he playing for now?
Who?
Chris Eagles. Is he gone?
Fuck knows. He was at Burnley for a bit, wasn't he?
Yeah, but no. Then he went to Bury. But Bury were playing, and I saw him at the Trafford Centre with his missus. So obviously he weren't getting in there. And now he's signed. Is he? Oh fucking hell! Who's he signed for now? Was he signed for something like Gillingham? Something like that. Can't remember.
I have not been keeping up on the career of Chris Eagles. I'm afraid.
I know. I remember he played like recently, and I thought, no way, is he there now?
Favourite country I've been to, and any country I'd want to go. I don't know. What's yours?
Favourite country I've been to thus far?
And where do you want to go?
Well, I'm going to Malaysia on Tuesday. Well, Abu Dhabi first. But I'm going to Kuala Lumpur. That I can't wait for that. And also going to Langkawi. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Don't really want to go anywhere else as of yet until I go there. Because I've been waiting for this for a while.
I quite want to go to Brazil.
Accrington Stanley, yeah. That's a...
No way!
Yeah, that's...
Who are they?
Yeah, exactly.
I really want to go to Brazil because obviously jiu-jitsu's massive there, MMA's massive there, and football's massive there. So I'm thinking,
and it's a pretty cool ass place.
Yeah.
If you take away
the violence, and they might get killed part.
Yeah.
I think I could probably live in Brazil.
I think I could live in Malaysia.
They've got all you can eat meat, right?
Well, you love putting meat in your mouth.
Amen, brother. Jiu-jitsu, football, sunshine, beaches, big booty bitches. What else?
In tiny ass thongs.
What else? It might be the greatest place on earth.
It's pretty cool.
I liked America. That trip we did in America last year was sick. I want to go to the Northern Lights. I want to take Jaden on a dog sled. I think that'd be fucking bitching.
Cancun was mint.
Colchester still has its original Roman wall since 100 AD. Who pointed that fucker? Wow.
Go to Singapore.
Well, you got that fucker up, haven't you? Adrian's wall. That did alright.
Yeah. Go to Singapore. I did want to go to Singapore. It's not that far actually, because I'm there for like 3 weeks basically. So I was looking at like, oh shit, I could get a plane to Singapore, which would probably be an hour from like wherever. But I don't know if I can be. I've got a 2-year-old with me, so like I'm getting on enough planes as it is. So.
Hook up with Wadi. Wadi won't be able to box you off.
What? He's China.
All right. No, he's in. Hang on, is he Malaysia? No, he's in Singapore.
Oh, I thought you meant Wadi. As in like
Wadi.
Yeah.
Because he's in Singapore, but married to the daughter of the president of Indonesia, I think.
Yeah, I'm not going to any of them.
Well, don't use Wadi.
But you know.
Go to Greenland. I'm from there, says Salik. Greenland was one of those.
Yeah. I won't mind doing like Scandinavian. Well, Greenland's.
I did Norway when I was in the army. I did a bit of skiing out there, and we skied up. We did Nordic skiing for obvious reasons, and went up into the Arctic Circle, and it's mad because it's 5-6 feet of snow all around you, and wasn't cold. And then we had one day where we had a range day where we wasn't skiing. So obviously you skiing, you keep warm because you're skiing anyway. And then we had this one day where we were just zeroing the rifles. It was -25 and windy, right?
Fuck that.
So it's now like -40 with the wind chill factor, and we're wearing like base layers essentially with woolly hat and gloves. You're running out and just going bop, 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 bop. And it's like you didn't even hit the target. You didn't go and do it again, and then you're like running back into the shack to see.
Yeah, at least you're staying warm then. I ain't running.
Well, you're running back into the shack to see whether you're hitting. The guy's there with a thing. You're like, no, you got none. You need to go out and do it again. You're like, you need to take time. Like, I'm going to die, right? Fuck off.
Yeah, I'd love to go to like Norway, Denmark.
But there's one. It's about £1,300 per person for. I think it's about 8 days, 9 days.
Oh, to the Northern Lights.
Yeah, and that covers your dogs and everything. So
that's pretty cool.
You get on. I think it covers the flights out there. You do a day wherever you land, and then you do 2 nights going out to some place. Then you stay at like a wooden cabin for a couple of nights, and then you do a couple of nights back. Do a night back in the main place. And
Jaden will love that.
I'd love that. Never mind Jay. But that's a bitching experience, isn't it? No.
Yeah, I want to go. Are you sure? You want to see and experience as much as you can, don't you?
Of course you can. Like I'm glad I went to Iraq and Afghanistan of all the places. I'm glad I went to Oman. That was a random place.
Yeah.
No one goes. Do you know anyone who's been to Oman? No, obviously I do, but
no.
Like the 100 odd people I went with. But that's about it. I don't know anyone else who's been to Oman. But it was
probably John Vernon.
He's a strange old cat. Like.
He's.
Hi John, if you're watching. But yeah, I love going to fucked up weird places.
Yeah,
like
seeing
that.
something different and like going experiencing that.
I'd love to go and do like the Incan trails and stuff in Peru and all of those mad places. I'm buzzing off all that shit. I wouldn't mind going to Egypt and seeing what's cracking.
Lad who I work with for like
innit?
Yeah, in where Egypt.
Yeah.
I went to Egypt, but it was just like on Sharm, so we never went to Cairo and stuff. I've been to Marrakesh a couple of times, and that was really nice. It's like
where we went in Morocco was a bit too touristy. We didn't go and do any of that funky shit.
Yeah, we were staying on a resort, but then one day we thought, fuck it, we'll go and stay in Marrakesh Central. So we stayed in like the French Quarter, I think it was, and that was like pretty cool. So we was out about at night eating this like garden restaurant.
It's a nice. It's got a real distinctive look to it, innit?
Yeah,
I like it. Mate.
Yeah, I enjoyed it there. I'll go there. Definitely go there again. I thought it was cool, and it's decent to get to. 4 hours in it from us. Yeah,
it wasn't too crazy. Weird. Was Marrakesh the same in terms of the morning? We was in Salalah.
In terms of the
weather. When you woke up in the morning, till about 1 o'clock, it was like foggy, and then after 1 o'clock, it was like.
When did you go though?
July.
Oh, no, because I went in May and it was 42 degrees every day, and I was like, I just went on the water slides all day. And left my missus with my daughter who's like 6 months old.
Someone just nailed it there. Let's see if I can get it up here. Going new places is always class, to be honest, to experience different cultures. Yeah, I mean, if you've got no friends from different cultures, if you've never fucking experienced different cultures or anything like that, then You're not living your life.
Yeah, you're missing out.
There's far too much of the world to go and see and to do and to experience. And I had one of the best chicken curries I ever had in my whole life was at a service station in Oman, and they had live chickens in wooden cages behind the counter.
Yeah. Don't believe everything that you see on the media.
Nah.
Because that gets distorted to fuck.
I shit my pants though, because it was the hottest fucking curry I'd ever had in my life. And they didn't do like badamis and kormas and shit. It was like, we had to sit there going like, chicken. And it was like, it cost me about a quid.
Do you not speak Arabic?
I'm not sure that they speak Arabic there.
In Oman?
I'm not sure what
Middle East?
Yeah, I don't know what they speak. But it come in this little plastic pot with some spinach and stuff in it. You know the way they do it, for all sorts of veg in there. And there was a big bit of chicken on a bone. And I ate it, and I nearly shat my pants. Have you ever been to India? No, Macola's been to India not long ago. I wouldn't mind going to India because that's another place that's full of flavour. You got to go places with flavour, man.
My missus has been in India. Like, she went like for 3 weeks and stuff, and she like absolutely loved it. I mean, did you ever see obviously there's that film, The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. Basically, it's about old people that go to emigrate to India to live the life, and they get presented with this great living whatever. And I mean, the film is all right. I mean, but then BBC commissioned like real life celebrities to go and do it, live in India and get looked after and see the culture and stuff. And it looks cool because it's like obviously it's dirt cheap to live there if you're Western and you've got a pension basically. And then there was just all these street festivals, the colour, the vibrancy, and obviously the food. And like, I mean, I won't. You know, I'd love to live in a different country, for at least like 2 years. You know, to get experience.
You were talking about that not long ago, actually. Weren't you?
Yeah, I'd definitely do it. I mean, when we go to Malaysia, if we like it there, then I don't know. You never know.
Well, yeah, options are fucking open, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the States. There's parts of the States for obvious reasons you won't want to fucking live, and there's parts of the States that I think, do you know what? I could fucking see myself doing it. It's easy to go to America. Right? Obviously, the culture and the language is pretty fucking similar.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking similar.
I don't think I could live in America though. I just don't really think I could do it.
Why not? Depends what you're doing. Because your life is most of the time defined by your job. So
especially for work, because their workers' rights are absolutely dog shit. They get no holidays. So
none.
So like you go on holiday, you have a meet an American, and like how long you're here for? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You're here for 2 weeks. Like yeah, and what? Yeah, standard. Oh, are we here for like 4 days? Like 4 days? Yeah, I've got to go back to work. Like, yeah, fuck this shit. Oh man, you guys know how to vacay.
What?
Yeah, we know how to go on holiday. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's that work-life balance. I don't think is the right one there. I mean, Canada. I'd probably do Canada. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, I mean. People rip on England. Oh, England's fucking shit. Do you know what? Them people have never been outside of England.
Yeah.
Because trust me, when you fucking walk around Afghanistan, you walk around Iraq, and even the likes of Oman, that's a shithole, right? Yeah. You see people shitting in the fucking. I mean, I've seen people shitting in the street in Oldham, to be honest. So maybe not go too bananas.
I see some binging shit in Oldham.
Oldham's its own little fucking republic.
Yeah.
But if you go to places like that and you come back and you see. People rip on the government, and they're all pricks, no doubt. But there is a lot provided for you. The NHS is a fucking wonderful idea, if in practice sometimes it doesn't quite fucking live up to everyone's expectations, but it's there. You go to America, and people go, oh, you get better wages in America. Yeah, but because you have to sort your own fucking tax out at the end of the year, which means you've got to pay next guy.
And then your own healthcare. Yeah, I mean, look at all these celebrities like Chris Tucker, Wesley Snipes, all them who just got stung.
Yeah.
Chris
Tucker in jail.
Boom. Chris Tucker got, was it like 40 million for Rush Hour 3? Do you think you got to pay tax on that, or you just think you're going to spend it?
Yeah, so when you think it's made easier for you in England because it gets ripped at source, so you're happy days. Yeah. You don't have to fill a tax return in if you just got like a normal PAYE job. If you work for yourself, you fucked it because you want to be a big dog, don't you?
Unless you take cash.
Yeah. But if you're any worker in America, now you got to file your own taxes. Yeah. Now you got to get an accountant.
But that's how they do you, and then you're enslaved to the system, which I think is. It's one of the most corrupt places, isn't it?
It's fucked. Land of free, suck my fucking balls, mate. It's the least fucking free.
Do you know, like, and you can Google this, is like, thingy, Christopher Columbus essentially didn't actually...
Barbados he landed him on it.
But people have actually already been to America before Christopher Columbus.
There's about 80 million Native Americans in the country.
Well, yeah, and also the fact that I think there was already like Africans that had been there previously.
Oh yeah, there's not North America. That was, I think, Mexico, Venezuela sort of places.
Yeah, and like
they got them statues that have got like black features on them.
And like there was Muslims in there as well in like the 1300s or something before Christopher Columbus and stuff like that.
If you want to go fucking bananas, check the Perry Reese map. I'll throw this on Reddit actually because it's a really funky spelling that you won't assume, right? There's a map called the Perry Reese map, right? And it's a copy of a copy of a copy that they reckon's like 6,000 or 7,000 year old map.
Yeah, I think I might have seen it actually.
The full fucking actual outline of Antarctica with rivers, lakes, and forests on it, and they're like, how the fucking hell have they found this? We thought Antarctica was under ice for 10,000 years.
Yeah, because there's a lot of shit that we don't know that we'll never know. I mean,
Göbekli Tepe, mate.
History gets eradicated easily, doesn't it?
Göbekli Tepe, they think, is about 9,000 years older than the pyramids. Oh, and check this one out. Here's a mad one. Cleopatra is closer to the iPhone than she is to the building of the pyramids.
Wow.
Get your fucking nap around that one.
Mad, isn't it? In terms of your existence and that.
There's a fucking phenomenal book called Fingerprints of the Gods by Graham.
What's it called, sorry?
Fingerprints of the Gods by Graham. Let me get this right. You get the guy's name for you as a second. Graham Hancock, that's the fella. What a fucking book this is. And it talks about how there's old lakes that they find halfway up mountains in Bolivia. And they're like, this has been a mountain for 25,000 years, but they find fish hooks.
Yeah, but I mean...
buried in the finger.
You've seen... I'll read that. Have you seen the film Apocalypto?
Yeah. Mate. I think it was like on a BBC 4 or some shit like that, and I was like randomly watching it one night, and I'm just like, what the fuck? That's a rum film, that.
Yeah, man. Because I was like, Mel Gibson directed. I thought, I can't be asked watching this. And then it's like, oh, come on, let's watch it. I think it was on Film 4, not like a bit ago. So I was like, yeah, whatever, record it and we'll watch it. And I thought, wow, that's a pretty sick film, that.
It was a very good film. I don't think there's any dialogue in it at all, is there?
No, very little. If any, yeah, because it's it was a decent film. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's a fucking great book. That's a great book. There's some shit in Peru which is these black onyx like walls, and they've been slid into place. So they've got like notches in them, just so they've been like located, so they stay like Lego.
Yeah.
So they stay in put. You can't get a fucking razor blade in between them, and they reckon they're like several thousand years old, and they weigh tonnage, and they're like, how'd they get in? And they're like, I don't fucking know.
Don't know. Yeah, there's no explanation for it, none whatsoever. And it's just
Easter Island, right? You do it's them heads.
Yeah.
Some of them have got bodies. They're like 5 meters tall. Like, what the fuck is this? It's madness. It's absolutely madness. He's got a great phrase, which is, "We are a species with amnesia." Like, think about it. Like, and Joe Rogan's got a fucking great joke about it. Like, if a fucking asteroid hit and like only a few thousand people survived, and then you found your way to Los Angeles, you'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You know, you would go back to the caves and it'd be all forgotten. Especially now where everything's digital.
Yeah.
There's nothing getting written down now.
How would you you wouldn't be able to... I mean, that could have possibly what have happened, and it's just
that
like...
they got electronics.
Yeah, and then it's not been able to back it up.
It'd just disintegrate, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You wouldn't fucking know.
No, you wouldn't.
What's going to be left of the fucking iPhone in 10,000 years?
Just the fucking metal that's in it. Well, not even that,
Yeah, potentially rusted away and fucked off, innit? Unless it's an alloy. So yeah, I mean, I love all that old shit. I go deep on that. There was a documentary on the other day about Göbekli Tepe, and they're like, we don't know what the fuck it was. But they've got some like...
There's so much unexplained
20-ton fucking like windows almost in these fingers, and they've got 5 meter obelisks inside it, and they're like... They found one on the ground, which they're like, we think they was working on this one, and they've tried to lift it up and they've snapped it. That's why they can sort of see the outline of what looks like the same ones, and they're like, and they've got them up that fucking hill, and they're like,
how the fuck have you got that?
48 ton each,
yeah.
And they're like, if you told me and you, right, with Google and some fucking ratchet straps, get something that's 48 ton up an hill,
and a crane,
yeah, I'm still gonna struggle. I'll be like, shit, can I not call a guy?
Yeah. I'd definitely be calling a guy. There's no way I'd be like trying to figure it out.
Fuck no. Are City in crisis? Someone's saying. I don't think City are in crisis, no, but I think people just need to be a bit more realistic about Pep Guardiola for a fucking start.
Yeah.
They're a very good squad on paper, and they're going to be competitive and they're going to compete at the highest level, probably in all the competitions that they're in, including the Champions League this season. But don't be fucking calling Pep Guardiola the king shit.
The best thing ever.
And when he does go on a 6-game fucking slip like this, the Baghdad Battery, you're not wrong, mate. That's one of the maddest unexplained fingers. When he does go on a slide like this, call it for what it is.
Yeah.
It's fucking shit.
I know. I mean, you've not seen it. Well,
Pep excuses.
Yeah, Pep excuses. Well, we beat them 1-0 and we beat their reserves. United first team beat their reserves.
I said this the other day that you're going to be getting your excuses in. They were like, don't need the first team will beat you without them.
If it's the reserves, it's your under 23, innit? That's your reserves.
Yeah, I don't remember Aguero playing for them.
No,
I don't remember Company playing for them.
Sterling,
or
Otamendi.
No,
you know, obviously
Caballero don't play for them. You bring in a couple of kids, cool.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. I mean,
introduce you to Marcus Rashford.
Yeah.
And Iniacho's meant to be the king shit, innit? Thought he's meant to be the best thing since the wheel.
Didn't have a shot on target. I mean, he should have scored first 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a completely different game, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely a different game. And the fact that people are going, oh, do you know what? It was a close game. No, it wasn't. I don't think it was.
No.
It was edgy towards the end because we hadn't put our chances away. But it was dicking them.
Yeah, and we never looked like they were threatening us.
At all.
All
the way through the game, I was like, I'm confident we've won
this game. You can see the strategy, because we went pretty narrow and compact.
Really narrow, yeah.
And then you have the ball out wide, what you can do, put the ball in the box.
Yeah, to him. So it's prick.
Aguero and Sterling and Inacho.
Yeah.
Nice one. We've got 6 foot plus there, and that's...
Let's call Jose what he did. What he did at Liverpool was tactical fucking masterclass. No. Parking the bus. No, it wasn't. It was tactical masterclass, right? People have just been dicked by Liverpool, including... Who got dicked recently off him? Oh, no, actually, it was us. It was us getting dicked off Chelsea, right? Yeah. So we go to Liverpool, we put on a tactical show, and we get a point. Sweet. Then we go to Chelsea, and because we go down after 30 seconds, we have to try and fucking go for it. We go for it, we get bummed, right? You moaned at that, What do you want from us? Because it's one or the other, really.
Fuck them all.
Yeah. We're not playing well enough at the moment to turn up at Stamford Bridge and go, check this out.
Yeah, and go toe-to-toe.
No, we're not. We're not playing. The squad's good enough, but the team isn't playing good enough. We've not got the system yet. We've not got the confidence yet. We've not got everything running smooth, mate. Maybe by the end of the season, we could. Well, we're going to be we're going to go to the Emirates at the end of the season, so maybe we'll fucking go and give them a kick in.
I mean, that was the stat, obviously, the call that we had before, that Mourinho always wins the league in his second season. Yeah, His stats to back it up. So I'll take that.
I'll take that. I'll take a year of building here, but you've got to remember the things that we were saying last year about giving Van Gaal patience apply this year.
Yeah.
These are two managers that have won a lot, including leagues and the Champions League around Europe.
The problem with Van Gaal is, like, over 2 years, you still didn't see where that direction was taking us.
Well, he was doing it in the big games. He just didn't have that plan. And this is what I'm liking from Mourinho, is that he's got tactical fluidity.
Yeah.
Van Gaal didn't have tactical fluidity. He had and that's a criticism that we've got for Guardiola. He doesn't have tactical fluidity. He's got this way of playing, and if that doesn't work...
I'm not bending for no one, yeah.
And that's the problem with Van Gaal. Van Gaal was the same, and I think you might see the same sort of thing. Probably not to the same level of coming fifth, like United did under Van Gaal, but you're going to see the same. You have to have tactical fluidity. Fergie did not play 4-4-2 with speedy wingers in every single fucking game. He didn't. Right? No. And it's a lie to fucking think that he did. So, not fucking going down there. But someone said, oh, there was a fucking question a second ago. Let me try and find it.
Yeah, let's call that a night.
Yeah, let's do one more and then we'll fuck it. Manchester United have not received any approach from Wigan for permission to talk to Warren Joyce. Well, that ties in with what we got told before.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not correct. Someone mentioned the Baghdad Battery earlier before. Basically, yeah, the Baghdad Battery is something that's completely fucking baffled scientists. It's like I think it's a copper rod in some sort of pot thing, and it's a battery. It's a charged. It works the same as a AA battery, with a knob on the end of it, but they don't know what it was used to power. They think it was used for distilling water, I think, somehow. but
they've got no idea.
But they don't know for definite.
There's so much stuff like that. So much. And it's unexplained mysteries. And you're never going to get it there again, are you?
No, if you find...
If you think how old the Earth is.
Yeah, potentially billions of years. Do you know, if the human race was 24 hour... Oh, if the Earth was 24 hour clock, I think we've turned up at 2 seconds before midnight or some shit like that. That kind of puts it into perspective. Yeah. And we've managed to completely fuck the Earth in that time. I think you've got to look at it as an achievement. Do you know what? I'm not seeing any fucking decent questions here. What's the incident between the City fans and Old Trafford toilets? I know they're just mad. They're just mad at sinks. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
They've never had a wash. They're just really fucking angry about it.
Taking pictures of themselves while they're kicking sinks off.
It did kick off a little bit outside Old Trafford last night, but not as bad as I expected. I expected it quite a lot worse. Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up tonight. Unless you got anything else you want to add?
No, I was just going to say, I think they destroyed, obviously, the toilets, but City are liable for that, I think.
Oh, yeah, they are, yeah.
Because they're fans, so nice one.
Yeah, you're fucking idiots. And I'm sure we don't go with the cheapest contractor.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, what's that? Oh, right, yeah, sound.
Yeah. No, but do you want
overtime. You only want to do it at night on overtime. Yeah, no fucking problem.
Marble. Yeah, or granite, whatever you want.
Them new Bose TVs we'll have in K-stand? No fucking problem.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. If you're listening to us on iTunes, make sure you subscribe. If you are watching and listening to us on YouTube, please subscribe. There is a new channel now, gaming only. Was hoping to get a game in with Ben, but we're not going to have him.
I'd have kicked his ass.
Suck a dick. So gaming, Stephen Howson Gaming. I'll throw a link in the description later, but just go and search it on YouTube and you'll find it. Come and talk to us on Reddit. We're trying to boost the Reddit. Any questions that you've got that you want answering in depth will be on Reddit. I'm off to the 23s tomorrow. Excuse me, at fucking 5 in the morning. With no manager, probably.
Well, you never know.
Oh, yeah, potentially. So I'm fucking out of here. But thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a bit. Laters.
Peace.